So just look, I mean, this is sort of mid-shift, mid-shuffle on the left hand one. You can see your body now kind of like in that kind of kink position there, leaning a bit more on your left side than we want. So therefore your thumb and your hand now are going to be more around this side of the grip. So your left hand's going to be more palm up to the sky, and then you're always just shuffling around. And if your left hand gets in that weaker position, when the club comes back to the golf ball, it's going to be aiming the club face to the right of target. So because of that, you're going to have to try and start the ball left of target to allow for that curvature back to target. Problem is that kills your contact, kills your strike, kills everything else, kills your distance, okay? And it'll often cause you at the ground behind the golf ball because you're leaning back, you're not really getting through the golf ball. So this little sequence here now, look at the difference in your left hand now. You can see the logo of your left hand glove there, okay? Gripping the club there now. So you start off with that club straight line up through your left shoulder, down through your left hip, okay? And then when you set up here now, we've got that tilt with the shoulders there. So that position here now, good spine angle, lean behind the golf ball. Then you set your feet around that and get comfortable. Now, once you've got yourself established there with that left hand, it does creep back a little bit to where I would have wanted it to go to, okay? Stands to reason because it's going to stop moving back towards comfort, okay? But it's certainly a better position than that left-hand one, okay? You can do a little bit of movement here now and sort of shuffle and shift around. That's fine to get comfortable, but ultimately we need to get that logo more visible here and that left hand round to the side more, because the club is the hand of the club's further forward to you. You think with a driver, because the ball's teed up, you yourself, as in the middle of you, is further back behind it. So the further back behind the ball we get, the more our arms are going to be like this. We don't want to try and do that with our wrists set up. Equally, if we're over here too far to the left, we can't really do, it doesn't feel comfortable. Your arms and palms are going to kind of work with how the body's situated. And because it's the only club really in the bag where you're teeing the ball up as high as you do, there is a unique setup for this. The ball position obviously is left heel, because your hands are going to come back to this sort of left thigh position in their own neutral spot, and you've got to find what that neutral spot is, okay, without the need to try to roll the hands or do this or change it around, okay? Because once you swing it from there, again, backswing wise looking good now, again, good strike of the golf ball. This one here, you're able to move onto that left foot nicely, because you were thinking, okay, more of these shots are now going a bit more left. The last one did go right, but there was some more shots having a left shape on it. You're now able to move through the golf ball better. If you're someone who sees that curvature, you'll tend to hang back on it a little bit because you're trying to compensate, I guess, is the way to look at it. Okay, so get that set up slightly adjusted. Okay, so feet there. Ideally, I'd want your left hand to be kind of like that, you see. So your left thumb, you can see now is off to the right side of that grip slightly, because that handle is forward of you. Okay, make sure the club though starts off here. You did have a tendency, and it's more habit in some ways with the driver sometimes now, of putting the golf club back more this way, leaning it back, which makes it very hard for your hand to get on the club correctly. So it's a slightly different setup in itself compared to hybrid, fairway wood or irons, because they're off the ground, you see, so a different setup. The same way a grip on the putt is a different grip. The same way you play chip shots with a different setup. Therefore, your hands relative to how they are on the grip are slightly different. You make sense in yet?
No, loads of sense.
Good stuff.